I think what's important to say, I am fortunate I walked in. I woke up this morning. I have no idea what's happening ahead, but our support that of this family we just came into has made it easier.
Three, two, one. Together we end ALS.
My first love is where I sit right now. One person in the audience or 1,000. We are storytellers. We get to hold up the mirror to society. My career journey as an actor was accidental. I took a friend to an audition. While sitting there, I was asked to read. I got the role he went for. He got another, and here I am, 35 years later. It's been a journey. I began in Texas and then moved on to New York because I wanted to play with the big boys. My first big job took me back to Houston, which is where I was introduced to my friend and mentor, August Wilson. And I've developed two of his characters, the original Youngblood and Jitney.
The nominations for the BBC Award for Best New Play, and the award goes to Jitney.
We were this comet that came through, and as fast as we came, I moved on to something else. I had kids, so I had to commit to soccer and dance and ballet and football and all that. I raised my children in the theater. I have pictures of them under the dressing room table. I have them on sets. I would do it all again, but this time from the perspective of what I'm giving as opposed to what I'm getting. I thought I'd had a stroke or something. Because we were in the midst of COVID, I'd not worked in a while, so I'd lost my insurance. As soon as I got locked into insurance again, Screen Actors Guild, in the first meeting with my primary care doctor, within minutes, she said, I'd like to get you to a neurologist. And she says, it is ALS as we suspected. All of a sudden, it was all happening in real time. It was so surreal. It all flashed back, the arm twitches, the eye twitches, the slurred speech. And I asked her, what am I looking at? Is it 5 months? Is it 5 years? It could be 10 months, it could be 10 years. We just don't know. But there is no cure. At that point, I realized now that it was real. My immediate thought, what am I going to say to my family? I didn't want to be a burden or a project of anyone's care. A neurologist. She said there are resources. The ALS network is, she said, use the word extensive. They would hold my hand, walk me through the disability, the outreach, putting me in touch with other people. Cognitively, I'm fine. But that's my opinion. But it's very humbling not to be able to button your shirt, to tie your shoe, to pull on a sock. I think if we can understand that there are people who care and that we shouldn't be so closed and afraid to share our conditions.
These 4 people sitting in front of you are constituents for the representative. And so I want to give them an opportunity to talk a little bit more.
Realistically, I'm on the clock, but I'm passing my advocacy on. one stroke of the pen, one meeting, one phone call can change the lives of someone in our collective family. And I'm grateful to be here. What good would it do me to remain silent? So I felt like now is the time to share because it'll benefit someone. I've been of service all my life. I come up that way in church, in the village, my home. I like my children to be able to say we were a part of that. So silence in this case benefits no one. In our culture, when there is situations like this, we tend to go inward. We go to the village. We go into our homes. We go into our churches, which we should. However, being able to reach further and to let other people know the community of the ALS Network, the resources, that's important. I know that in my little way, being able to share with my folks, there are resources, there are outlets. If nothing else, a kind word, social support. I raised my children volunteering with different things around Los Angeles. I always try to figure out how can I do more? And it's crazy because more has shown up in this package. But what you gonna do?
I've had conversations with researchers and clinicians about the knowledge portal and how it is changing the shape of their work, having access to this data that is across multiple different studies, and it's just information at the tip of their fingers to help move things along.
I think it's important for us as a family, the ALS Network and all of us, to come together and show our legislators, our lawmakers, where their efforts are going, where their money is going. Not only is it appreciated, but it's needed. It also serves not just us as those living with ALS, but our caregivers and our families, and how it helps them as we try to navigate this thing going forward. I think about how the ALS get moved to the top of the list. So I can't look at it as being the end of anything, because it's not. No, because what it's gonna ask of me and my family, not to the public, but what we have to do to be able to give. We are a life of givers. That's what we do. Our humanity does not change. Our love and desires do not change. We all would like help, but also to be seen as whole. Cheers. Yes. I would say to anyone, brand new diagnosed, keep your light on, man. Somebody needs to see you, and maybe they'll see themselves in you. Let's cure ALS together.